go through all of that. Let's look at that. Every time I open up Twitch, my sound just disappears. My iRacing in-game sound just disappears.
So you have to do it, the sounds yourself.
I have to change. Okay. Alright, sound is back. I probably have to readjust Discord so everyone can hear you. Let's see. Yeah. Now you should be on the stream.
All right. Test.
Yeah, you're there.
Perfect.
Just doing my things again. Could have first adjustments. It's practice, so you don't miss much. Just a couple of guys trying to not to wreck each other with more or less decent.
Oh, is someone gonna use the porta potty as it seems?
What?
Jack McCloskey just exited the truck right at the porta potty. I think he has to use it.
Wait, when it did? Looking at him right now. Huh? Yeah, that is not the usual line you take around here.
Well, it's practice, so a lot of time to maybe figure out some new lines, even though they will not help you.
Please tell me you saw the you saw the trophy race practice.
I only saw some screenshots in the Discord, but it looked pretty wild.
Yeah, there's a certain jump you can take around here. And yeah, people figured out how to use that.
Well, as long as it's only in the practice.
I believe no one actually started flying during the race, but I'm not sure. Why is iRacing telling me I have weak internet? That worries me a little bit. The stream is working, though. Yeah. I believe it's working. Looks fine, at least.
Just tell iRacing they are wrong.
Hopefully it doesn't get worse. That would be bad. Oh, Wilkins around. Yeah, the high horsepower package can cause some trouble. It's definitely something to adjust on.
Currently we have 2 drivers in the 113s, 3 more with 114s, and then a lot with 115s, so I think that will be the midfield space today.
Okay, so now I'm 100% here.
Perfect.
Now the lobby gets at least a little bit more packed, so...
We are at 22 drivers right now.
And yeah, people are adjusting to the car and to the rack right now. McCloskey had a big hit there out of turn 5. Followed by Steve Smith, who's losing it right in the S's. Oh, that looked like it hurt.
Shouldn't do that in the race. That would cost a lot of time.
And the Hon follows right up with a spin on top of the first hill. And Brechmann goes right with them. Yeah, trying a little bit of an aggressive attempt for roll right there.
A bit difficult to do that Ross Chastain wall ride with tire walls.
Well, in iRacing, it actually works, not gonna lie.
Yeah, but in real life, you would get quite a different result.
Oh no, it's the same. It's an old one. Lugenbühl also. Yeah, it's a second moment on top of the... Oh my goodness. On the big hill there.
That was quite an impact there.
Didn't actually thought we would see a car with all 4 wheels off the ground who doesn't take the jump, but we saw one. Give me a second.
Kochnitsky around as well now. Also after turn 1. Oh, and there's contact between him and Johnson.
Back. Oh, we have a Forex situation there.
Yeah, Kochnitsky and Johnson came together after turn 1.
That was an awkward impact.
It looked a bit like netcode to me.
Nah, I don't think it is a netcode actually. How did he even end up there? That is a weird position to end up. Did he just accelerate it wrong, or... Yeah, he did. Yet again, the high horsepower package we're using here today caught another one. Yeah, he just tries to go around and... Yeah, Just not what you want to hear, what you want to have. Brechmann again with the 2x here. Oh, the S's. Please don't say that is the whole thing in a race. We want to have some drivers left.
Well, we can hope that they go all on the limit now and then stop doing that for the race.
Lord Perry follows right up. The S's are deadly today.
Yeah. Honestly, I expected more spins in the first sector, not that many in this S's so far.
Lugenbühl spins on Hamlin's spot. So yeah, a lot of chaos is happening.
Borghardt off track again, but now impact this time.
Honestly, for that race, I turned off the one axis for me because it's just too much. Every 2 seconds there's a off track coming in. Brechmann, once more, caught up in the S's. Almost,
Yeah, makes.
almost an impact, but saves it.
Oh, Perry with impact, I think. Yes. No, kept it out of the tire.
Oh, barely.
Barrier, Perry.
Just barely. He just did. Hinrichsmeyer, currently P9. Not on track, apparently.
Now we do get more and more 115, so we can hope for a good fight in the midfield.
I mean, Loy and McCloskey are not far away from each other, so...
Good fight for the win would be even better.
Yeah, but for that, McCloskey he needs to keep it on the track. And apparently he has
Definitely,
quite
and
some problem with that.
also McCloskey might have to think a bit of the bigger picture here. He's 4th in the standings, so with Mace not driving today, he could make up quite some points.
Oh, he sure could. Oh boy, yeah, not like that. How did that happen? Oh, he got caught up by Borkart. And that might be the first bigger wreck we've seen today. Let's hope it may be the last. Clive Bertine to Truck Series Dominator now on the track.
Not too shabby time right now, so he could fight for top 5, maybe even the podium today.
Yeah, the cup car around here is quite a lot different to the trophy truck we saw. The truck, its main cause is it spun a lot, but you can turn it. The next gen, it spins a lot while exiting the corners and through the S sections, and you have problems turning it. So yeah, it's a little bit more awkward to drive, I guess. And I believe he's just out there to get some practice in the car, not to hit some magical qualifying times.
I think for him, with the time he has right now, he's about 1 second slower than Loy. It's all about finishing this race and being consistent. Then he sure can get a good result today, get some good points.
Sure, but I honestly, does he even race for points?
I mean, he collects them, but yeah, you're right. He won't make the chase anyway here, but I think he's looking good to make the chase and might even get the championship title in the trophy series, and then he would move up to the cup series next season.
Definitely. What trouble here with Oscar? What happened to the 29? Oh yeah, it's that dip that can catch you off guard quickly. Vicino in the 14. It's that dip that can catch you up quite quickly. I think I kind of have an deja vu right now.
Yeah.
Lugenbühl on top of the first hill. Just, yeah, I can't make the corner. Not that bad. Oh, Cliff Bertine with a 2x. Oh,
standing the wrong way there.
He loses it over the hill. Over the second hill. And Loy, the current fastest driver, also had some kind of incident there. Oh, got caught up by Lugenbühl. Johnson in the 99, currently P4. Honestly, not one you see in a Cup series much often. Nicholas.
It was a good result so far.
Am I tripping on Nicholas is a trophy driver, isn't he?
Yes, exactly.
Wanted to say.
Drove, I think, I'm sure he drove in Pocono as well in Cup, but otherwise he's full-time trophy driver.
Yeah, at Pocono I was a little bit focused on different things.
Yeah, understandable.
Oscar again.
I had a great time in Pocono going through the field because there was not much green flag action. Andre Brechmann with some issues. This car is not as it should be. It's on its side.
Wait, what? Oh boy. Oh my god.
Oh.
What? What? No way. We had a flip at freaking Pocono? This. What? No way.
Can we hand out extra points for parking?
If so, that would be the most special parking
That was interesting.
spot. He hit that barrier in such an awkward position that it actually did like some kind of ramp, I would guess. That is an interesting way to that is an interesting way to flip.
You know, imagine doing that in the race and then losing your race because you're parked like this.
I mean,
that would be.
I managed to flip myself at Circuit of the America in a tiny gravel trap, but that is even more impressive. Meanwhile,
I mean, gravel trap makes it a little bit easier. Then, however, that happened.
oh, the dip again, and the 777 got into Oscar, and Wilkins just tapped us back. Yeah, that was a little 4x there, and Loy with a new fastest lap. Oh, times of the fastest road racers are getting faster. That is a good. Is that a good sign? Oh, another.
There was a crash between Logan Buell and who is this? The 31.
31 Hinrichsma. Ein Eichinger. Oh,
yeah,
and
exactly. Yeah.
Oh boy! And in the background you see Clive also spinning. Oh boy! I have the feeling that might be a parking race.
Yes. Well, we can't get any caution, so at least we will get a lot of green flag racing. Not sure how many cars we will see in the end, though.
And Hinrichsma spins it right there where the wreck happens, but didn't actually touch the wreck. Yes, that's a thing. The 91 currently the fastest car on track. McCluskey couldn't break his time. Last road course of the season. Next time we finally get back on the left turns, on the ovals.
And some great ovals coming up next, starting with Chicagoland.
The return track. One of the many tracks that returned in the last years.
Oh yeah, and I think that's very good that we have so many new tracks or returning tracks.
Like, in my opinion, NASCAR currently is bringing tracks back left and right. From to start with Wilkesboro, then the Mexico City track. Like,
yeah, I mean Rockingham as well for Xfinity O'Reilly Series, and trucks.
Of course.
Then yeah, as we just said, Chicagoland. So I honestly like this development. Not the biggest fan of having like 2 races in one season at tracks like Phoenix, so
oh, don't hate Phoenix.
I welcome that.
Don't hate Phoenix. I like it.
Well, it's a track.
Oh yeah, it's a track.
Yes. I think I stop here. Otherwise, I say naughty words. I don't want to say naughty words.
Oh, how could we forget one track that returned? It's the Madhouse, of course. Was also
Oh, yeah.
a long-time NASCAR. NASCAR.
I think we are lucky that it isn't in iRacing so far.
I would
That would be
would more like to have that than the Colosseum.
Oh yeah, well, right. This track exists as well, or
Yeah,
existed.
I think we can all agree that thing should be buried forever and never touched by NASCAR ever again.
Yeah, I just wanted to suggest to do a 1,000-mile race there.
Huh?
That would be 1,000 mile of the Colosseum. That would be great fun for everyone, except the ones that watching it or driving it.
That would be yeah, I like that. Just like the Kyle Busch meme that exited there. This is fun. We're having fun over the radio. That was funny.
Oh yeah, but I think it was Bell, wasn't it?
Was it Bell? Was it Bush? I'm not sure about that anymore. It's so long. It was so long. I think it was 23 or 24.
I think 24,
I mean,
but I'm not sure as well.
Maybe an unpopular opinion, but I think the last occurrence of the Colosseum, we actually saw some good racing.
Yes, the second time sure was better.
Yeah, the third time, the last time was the best. We actually saw some entertaining racing and especially some green flag racing. That is rare there. But yeah, no one else saw it because no one was alive there. The stadium was empty.
I mean, I think it was just the wrong place to do it, and the Colosseum is really big, so it's hard to fill that with all those people.
They should just watch for another stadium, for a bigger one, where you actually can make a racetrack in and not just a circle, an almost circle.
Well, honestly, we have that with Bristol, to be honest.
Or just get the Busch Clash over to Bristol. That would also be a thing. Yeah, not gonna lie. That would maybe not be the worst idea.
No, just get the Clash to Vernet, or how is it called? The Dutch track?
Benrai.
Ah.
Yeah, that would also be a great thing. I would be there.
Especially in February, I think it would be very smart to do it there.
Chance of rain is pretty high. But anyways.
Maybe even snow.
Not gonna lie, the Euro NASCAR, when they were there, they actually had rain tires out. So they could have raced in the rain, and we just barely scratched that. When I was, for the last time they were there, I was there live, and overnight it rained, and from what the weather said, it should have rained into the race but it didn't. They had the rain tires out, ready to go, and rain racing on an oval.
Not real NASCAR, but the American NASCAR also has the rain tires now for the short ovals, so
for some of them,
we could see it as well. Yeah, not for all, yeah.
And every time it rains, they're just, I don't know. Yeah, we have the rain tires, but we still let them cruise under yellow for lap after lap after lap.
I mean, they saw how successful Formula 1 is doing that, so they just want to do it like them.
Well, Formula 1 has a different issue. They don't have good rain tires.
Yeah.
Why do you think everyone puts on inters instead of the wet tires, even if it rains like hell?
I mean, rain tires, and until this year, they also had the problem with that enormous spray, so you just didn't saw anything.
Oh boy.
That Sure didn't help.
Perry.
Oh, there.
Hey there.
Nice spin there.
Yeah, we saw it in the corner of the eye.
I think that was Perry, wasn't it?
It was. I remember not the Colosseum, Bowman Gray. SVG was way back in the field for most of that time. He qualified, so that is a thing. And then the rain started, and he just cruised through that short track. Oh my goodness, that was loud. He just passed left and right. That was a fun one to watch until it wasn't.
Honestly, I think it's pretty sad that Trackhouse isn't looking that good right now. I think SVG could do way better on ovals now with the right team.
Funny enough, SVG right now is the strongest driver on most ovals and road courses in all the team from Trackhouse. That is crazy to think about. Just look back at Charlotte.
Yeah, this guy is absolute beast already back in V8 supercars. Oh, nearly catched it there. That's a shame. Back in supercars, he was just so good, so consistent and good on every track, and I think he shows that as well now.
Qualifying, let's go. And I believe Loy is our cockpit driver today. Yeah, I just can't agree with you there. SVG, that guy's just is different. I don't know if I would put him on Max Verstappen's racing level. I honestly don't know, but I believe SVG can drive every sports car in the whole series, in the whole world.
And it's very hard to compare them, but SVG showed already, like, what was it, 2013, I think, the 12 hours of Bathurst, where he showed that magic in the rain, the overtake with, I think, 50 kph. This guy really is a beast in everything he drives. Also in Rally New Zealand, where I think he got a podium in WRC2 class when he took part. So he really is a very diverse driver, very fast in everything.
Okay, let's focus on the qualifying lap for now. We have a lot of we still have a lot of time for today.
Oh yeah.
Let's see. Giving you a little run around the track. You wanna do it or should I?
You can do it.
Alrighty, into turn 1 up the hill. You can hear it struggling slightly on the brakes, trying to turn the car over the hill into turn 2. The deadly dip that already claimed some drivers in the practice session. The car gets very tight there. The highest part of the racetrack, the second hill. Down into turn 5, one of the better passing opportunities. Over to turn 6, the next best passing opportunity. It's that long corner can really upset the car if you hit the curb wrong. You can see now into the SSN, you can see struggling to bring the power down, pulling over those curbs. I personally would not do that, but I'm not Loy, so he can do it, I can't. Into the braking zone, to the last corner of the S is the most sketchy in my opinion, and then into the last corner, the right hand oval corner. I mean, it's basically that. So again, struggling to get the power down from first gear. That is something I also wouldn't do. But I can't hit those times either, so he knows stuff that I don't. One lap around Sonoma. It's a challenging, fun roller coaster track. A lot of different heights. The highest point of the track to the lowest, the height difference is 50 meters. Just as a little fun fact, that is quite high for such a short track.
We see Loy only with a 1:14.1 in the practice. He had a 1:13.6, but he's on his second lap and it's looking pretty good. Green sector 1, purple sector 2.
Now
Jake
let's.
McCloskey is the one with the purple sector 1 for the moment.
But now he just had a little slide, a little moment there in the S's. Chatterati currently on P1 with the 113. First one to hit it in the qualifying. Yeah, his third sector was pretty bad, I believe. And his second, it's not enough. In his fourth sector, it's just not enough to claim the crown.
It is a 113.8, so under 140, but yeah, as you say, just not enough. Chedrati, meanwhile, purple sector 1, but only a yellow sector 2. But not that much slower than his best attempt. So what will he show in the third sector? Another
20,
yellow time, so no improvement as well.
20.7. Even slower than Loy's time there. Is the timer that high? After one lap, we see such big time downfalls?
I mean, it isn't that hot, so only 22 degrees.
14.1 for Chatterati's second lap.
The track is 41 degrees, so a little bit warmer.
I mean, we're at Sonoma in basically midsummer, so yeah. What were we expecting, honestly?
Good glass of wine, but I don't got any.
Yeah, that is true. I still don't know why NASCAR doesn't dare to touch the track at spring.
It's a shame, and I think everyone who saw pictures from Sonoma in spring knows how beautiful it can look with all that green grass.
Yeah, it basically looks like a tiny Nordschleife.
Yeah, or some kind of British track like Alton Park or Donington a little bit.
Now it just looks kind of dead.
Yeah.
Well, no one can really answer this. Maybe NASCAR just not want to go away from their tradition. I don't know.
Or maybe it has something to do with American holidays or something. I'm not sure about that.
Could also be a thing. Oh, we're right on the wall there. Is he still hitting times? No, he isn't. He's just using qualifying for some more practice, I guess. Wild suggestion for next year's clash. iRacing put an oval on Sonoma, right?
Well, yeah, you can call it an oval, but
The 200-meter monster mile.
I mean, you can also just go to your nearest Walmart and drive on the parking lot there and call it the Clash.
You mean like the Mexico City did? The Mexico NASCAR did, I think. I believe it was the Mexico series, or was it Brazil? One of those. I believe used the parking lot last year.
Brazil, I think it wasn't a parking lot in Brazil. It looked like one, but it was like those driving test trucks. They put an oval on it. But I think this year they have 2 or 3 ovals even, with Goiânia coming back after the renovation for MotoGP. So yeah, I can only recommend watching NASCAR Brazil. Very chaotic series, but good fun.
Yeah, one problem, I don't speak the language, but hey, I'll maybe take a look.
Well, I don't speak it either, but they just scream around and it's kind of funny.
By the way, the Brazil series actually did something that no NASCAR series did before. They raced with headlights at night on the Brazilian F1 track.
Oh yeah, last year in Interlagos, even Suarez was there as a guest starter. And I think it was the second or third race. They always drive multiple races in a weekend, and that was a real banger. Great racing, a lot of contact, but good stock car racing. I think they had a race as well just the weekend that just passed. I'm not quite sure when the next one is.
What I honestly don't really understand when we look at the Mexico attempt from NASCAR, instead of going to one of the many different ovals they actually have there, they go to the F1 track that even has a potential oval configuration.
If you look at the safety of those oval tracks, then I think it's better than NASCAR Cup doesn't go there.
They renovated the whole Wilkesboro facility. And that wasn't even in a raceable condition. So just go there, put some safer barriers and a new fence, and done.
Yeah, I mean, if you put in safety barriers, that would already solve a lot of things. But sadly, most of those ovals don't have that, which can create some horrific crashes. So as it stands right now, I think it wouldn't be smart without safety barriers going there.
Thank you, the Shine Prime with a Prime abo. That is a new one. Okay.
Ooh, that's really nice. Yeah, that's Paul Wilkins.
Yeah, I wanted to say. Oh, by the way, here's starting grid. Chedaraki on P1 and Loy goes to P2. On 3 we have McCloskey and Johnson rounds up with P4. On P number 5 we have Petschal and P6 Van Aken. Clive Bretine rounds up P7 and Usatis goes up to P8. Wilkins goes to P9 and Eichinger makes P10. P11 Schneider and Brechmann goes to P12. On P13 we have Martin and Hinrichsmeyer is on P14. P15 is makes up Kochnitsky and Stoklosa, P16. Shumian makes up P17 and Lloyd Perry goes to P18. P19, De Hond and Vicino makes P20. Heitzmar goes up to P29 and Smith P22. Bugart with no qualifying lap on P23 and Luganbühl rounds up the field with P24. And you just heard a very not quite motivated Oscar there. I'm just gonna crash out anyways. Yeah, that is not the mindset you should go with, buddy.
Absolutely not. Yeah, still 24 cars. That's good, but that also means that if you keep it clean today, you can score quite some points, important points for the championship. That also is important as we don't have Mace or Smetana in the field today. The second and third place driver in the championship standing. Van Achen still the leader there. And he is sixth in the qualifying.
Van Achen is one of those drivers who never really come into mind, but they're always quietly there when it comes to the points.
Oh yeah, he's even if he has a bad qualifying and latest in the middle of the race, he is in the top 5 or top 10 at least, and can't get him away from there. Very solid point scorer. That's also why he's the championship leader.
Yeah, I really honestly don't really have him in mind for many race wins or someone who always is right in front for battling for the wins, but he's just there consistently. That is why he is so strong.
I mean, in his 18 races, he has 1 win, 7 top 5s, but 14 top 10s.
There we go. And
So
because
that's how you get the points.
the playoff system is gone, yeah, he has quite the big chance to get the championship.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't forget him about the championship once we enter the chase.
Alrighty, we're on the last corner of the S. The S is there. The pace car. Lights are off and goes. Oh no, nah, still just still a couple of meters left. Right there. Should went into the pit road right about now. And then Chadaraki, the 777 leads the field into the restart zone for the green flag. And with that, the restart zone, just let us wait a little bit apparently. There we go. There is it. There it is. Oh, but we're not waiting for the restart zone. Green flag in the air here at Watkins Glen. Here at Sonoma. That is not Watkins Glen.
Both have a lot of going up and down, so...
Yeah. Oh boy! Oh!
Oi, oi, oi.
McCluskey's gone!
That was not the best start for
he
McCluskey.
saved it,
Got
though.
it pushed wide.
Yeah, he wanted to make the pass around the outside, but yeah, there wasn't space on the outside. Loy takes the lead for now. Had a way better start than Chadarati. And is actually able to drive away already a little bit. But let's see if Chadarati sees that the same way.
Yeah, very good start for Loy, as you said. Yeah, it definitely was. McCluskey a bit over-aggressive there. Hinrichsmeyer in some problems. Had a spin there, but I think didn't got collected. No, everyone was able to avoid him.
Yeah, that was close. I think everyone almost sorted themselves out, I believe. McCluskey just made the pass on Bretagne. Bringing him back to P6.
And now behind Kurt van Aachen.
But he has still a lot to do. And now let's take a look what actually happened there. Yeah, he was going. Didn't really thought that Chadarati would break so early, and yeah, just... Yeah, couldn't really keep it on the track. Didn't spin, though. He kept it straight. Quite safe for the 16, I have to say.
Yeah, that was very important to not spin the car. I think he didn't expect Chadarati to go that much on the outside. But I wouldn't put any blame on the 777 car there.
He was side by side, and that's one corner where it's always a little bit sketchy to go side by side.
Yeah, and honestly, McCluskey was a little bit late with the move, so now he isn't late. He flies past Van Aachen for the 5th place, while we also see Johnson and Peschal in a fight for 3rd.
And when I got that on the voice right, Van Aachen didn't... Oh, we have a crash. Lloyd Perry and Shumian got 4Xs. Is it a crash or is it just a little bit of bigger contact? Oh, that was netcode more than it was contact, but everyone makes it through. What I wanted to say, Van Aachen didn't even fought back against McCluskey. On the voice chat he said, I will take the inside, just go, I believe.
I think that's also something we said before with him being very smart. He knows that McCluskey is way faster, and by try to hold him up in lap 2 of 55, it just doesn't make sense, honestly. he would lose more time than he actually gains by trying to keep McCloskey behind him.
Definitely. Christian Loy just hit his fastest lap with the last one. And is constantly... and already has 2 seconds on Cheddarati. He is flying right now.
And also Cheddarati then with 2.4. Oh, yeah.
Sorry, we have a spin.
Brechmann and Eichinger.
And the Hond. He also has at least a 2x on my screen. I don't know where that one came from. Oh, that was earlier. Okay. Oh, a little bit of help from Lloyd there. There's an unpopular opinion in the Twitch chat right now. We need more road course racing. We need more road courses. They're hell entertaining. Just ditch some ovals and give me more right turns. I can give you some right-hand ovals if you would like that. I have some I have real quick some in mind on iRacing.
I mean, I like the road trucks, road courses on NASCAR, but it's always a bit risky thing. While we see McCloskey going for 4th there against Peschal, and does that beautifully through the second last turn. The problem I have with road courses in NASCAR is when they are too long, the cautions are getting so annoying.
The 82 around again. In the S's once more. Oh, and that is the race ender for the 82. Andre Brechmann out of the race.
Yeah, you can see the smoke there. That's never a good sign. And also the tire looking a little bit out of alignment. Fear we lost the first car here.
And the sound of the popping engine. That, most of the time, also just not really the best sign you can have from a race car.
Yeah, not if you want to drive, if you want to continue driving. If you want early finish of the race, then it is.
I mean, yeah, whatever your goal is, I guess.
Now we already have 3.6 seconds between 2nd and 3rd place, so McCloskey really needs to find a way past Johnson if he wants to get any chance to catch up to Cheddarati and maybe even Loy.
Wasn't quite close enough in the hairpin. And by the way, the gap between Cheddarati and Loy is slowly but surely shrinking, so maybe Loy already overdid the stars. Oh, John! McCloskey came close there to Johnson. I thought he may use the bumper, but that is not a corner where you want to do that.
I would be important now for McCloskey to stay calm, not having a moment like in the first lap again.
Look into the inside in 6, but not quite able to do it. Still a little bit too far away.
We have Borkhardt in the gravel, but back without any major hits.
Yeah, Johnson tries to make his forward pretty wide right now.
And he does that very well. And Peschal can't really follow with those two right now. Has little gap.
Johnson compromised his exit there. He couldn't quite get to the bottom of the corner. Maybe that is finally the mistake McCloskey's looking for. Again over the hill. McCloskey would love to take that corner faster. Oh, all over the back bumper of the 99. Maybe into turn 5. Nah, still nothing. Now we're right there. Into turn 6. Side by side. A little bit of contact, I believe. Oh, side by... Oh, no, boy. No, don't do that. Don't go side by side into the S's. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
McCloskey's right. McCloskey off track.
Yeah, that is...
Can he come back?
He's just Yeah, he's letting... Ah, that hurt. Yeah, well, don't go side by side into the S's. I think McCloskey learned that now.
Yeah, it was a good amount of rubbing between those two. I mean, David Peschal will be happy. He is now right back at the rear of Johnson.
Yeah, the S's are not, like I said, the S's may not be the best part of the racetrack to go side by side. It's at this on that track, or better on that part of the track, it's more like a gamble if you actually can make the pass. Like, if you can make the pass, it's good, but most of the times, if you can't, yeah, that may result in something worse you don't want to.
He had a good run, actually, into the corner before the S's, but then it was just Johnson having the inside first again, and yeah, didn't work out, sadly, but I think that wasn't the last time those two battled tonight.
Oh, definitely not.
Another driver, or two drivers, that will be very happy with this battle is Loy and Cedrati, because the gap between Cedrati and Johnson opened up to 6.7 seconds, so that will be a massive task for McCloskey if you want to close that gap again. First, he needs to pass those two cars ahead of him.
The interesting thing I throw in here, again, is the long run. I know, I'm at this point the long run, the guy that talks about the long run, but this time we are on a road course, we have a guaranteed long run, and we all know how McCloskey is working with his tires when the run's getting longer.
Well, I mean, the long run is very important, and as you said it correctly, or that was close between Luginbühl and Cedrati in the lapping process. The long run here is key to the whole race, so isn't very useful to use all your tires right now. McCloskey again looking on the inside, but can't get the run here against Peschal. Peschal now a bit slower through the S's. McCloskey, though, can't find the gap at on a side of the 27.
McCloskey tried to cross over there on the exit, on the entry of the S's, but Peschal shut the door on him. Let's see. Going into the hairpin again. Probably the third and best passing opportunity of the track. And McCloskey appears to be the only one who actually makes the corner all the way to the bottom. Everyone else just stays a little bit higher. Luginbühl did not want to do anything with that. He just parked it for a second. No, but until once more. Let's see, maybe into turn 5. With the no, he's actually hard over the inside curve there. Lifts the car sideways.
Peschal late on the brakes, going wide, nearly giving a little kiss to Johnson there. While we have Hinrichsmeyer in troubles. I think that's our second retirement, sadly. Turn 1, going uphill.
I have to correct you there. That is turn 2.
Yeah.
Turn 1 is the first tiny bend. At least he reset it immediately, but I don't think his day is done. He just has a lot of front end damage. And McCloskey goes for the move in the airpin. Still not clear, and you don't... And side by side up the hill. Yeah, turn 2 is not maybe the best. Yeah. Peschal knows that too, and doesn't really want to attack McCloskey at this point. Back on P4, and now he has to correct Johnson. At least trying to.
Hinrichsmeyer is officially out of the race. He left the server.
I saw it. Yeah.
That's a shame.
Yeah, the front end. I mean, we all know how sensitive the next gen is on the front. And on a track without cautions and without repair time, yeah, this is not fun. The next one on the road course is not fun, and then with damage, yeah, no. I can totally understand
there's no chance that you can come back from that, and then you just run those 45 laps on your own. Not the funniest thing to do, honestly.
No, definitely.
So I can understand that.
And
Again,
the
we
gap-
see McCluskey with a great exit out of the hairpin.
Okay. Can he make it on? Can he go to the inside on top of the hill? He is so close. And he uses the bumper. He makes the bump and run. But Johnson keeps it clean. If stuck.
Now he tries to use push to pass, something NASCARs usually don't have, but if you just knock hard enough on the back door of the car in front of you, you might make it work. There was a mistake from Johnson going too hard over the curbs, and there's contact.
Oh boy! And Johnson is not happy with McCluskey there. Johnson was not
absolutely
happy.
not.
What happened there exactly?
Johnson having a very bad exit, but then McCluskey looks to come across him. And then they two have contact.
And did they? Did he push us? He lost it, and yeah, I don't see anything wrong with that pass, to be honest. That was a little bit more of an debatable thing there.
Honestly, from the blimp, it looked a little bit different. Pretty hard to judge, in my opinion.
Yeah.
That will definitely go to the stewards, I think. Because, yeah, Johnson lost the position to Pershal as well, and now McCluskey is going away fast. So, yeah, I think Johnson will have some anger in his tummy now after this move.
Yeah, but I believe what happened there with the second contact, I believe that McCluskey thought Johnson would go a little bit higher all the way to the wall like he did in the last couple of races, but Johnson was still not quite in his rhythm because of that moment he had. And maybe that is why he really didn't hold his normal line.
In the end, I would say it was just a racing incident. That's just what can happen in NASCAR. While Logan Buell had a spin on the top of the hill out of turn 2.
Oh, Johnson tries to get past Pachal again. Almost made contact there. Couldn't quite make it happen though. And we have a battle for the lead. The gap between Generati and Loy melted down to just half a second, and now it's gonna be interesting. By the way, Johnson hits way faster times than both of them right now. Half a second around. Oh, that could also
times are up to 1:15 already.
Yeah, Johnson's the only one who hits 1:14s consistently. His best time, by the way, was a 1:14.1, and the last couple of laps, even when he battled with Pachal and Johnson, his times consistently were around the 1:14. Oh, Generati goes to the inside. You don't usually do it on the exit of the SS, but apparently Generati is able to. And we have a new leader. The 777 goes for the lead here at Sonoma. Great pass.
Beautifully done. That was really lovely, and now he already opens a little gap, and I think, as you said before, with the long run pace of Generati just looks better right now than the one of Loy. Coming up to another lapped car, that should be the number 8. Yes, Michael Burkhardt, that is getting lapped soon.
Yeah, lapping cars is not quite the easiest task here. But Burkhardt, he's playing nice.
I made good space there.
And look at the gap of McCluskey. Just one lap ago they were on 10 seconds. Now McCluskey's on 8. So that gap is constantly shrinking.
I mean, if you see Loy's last lap was a 1:16.1 and McCloskey was a 1:14.4, so nearly 2 seconds faster. To be honest, yeah, Loy was in a fight with Chedrati, but that shouldn't cost 2 seconds.
Let's see what they're doing when they're coming over the line this time. 1:14.5 and 1:15.2. So Chedrati's now able to hit almost the same times as McCloskey, but Loy, he's gone. His tires are down.
Yeah, and that's early in the first stint. We are in lap 15 of 55. That is a little bit concerning for Loy.
Definitely.
Yeah, McCloskey, the fastest guy again overall in the last lap. No one else as fast as him, only Chedrati within 1/10 of a second.
Yeah, but it's still 8 seconds, and that is quite a big gap you have to make up.
Yeah, that's 8 seconds to Lloyd and another 1.6 seconds to Chedrati, to the race leader.
Who still runs almost the same times as the 16. Looking further back into the field, we see a traffic jam, or basically a car train, behind the 29 forming. Oh, these guys want to get past Oscar.
I think Oscar doesn't want to let them pass, honestly. He likes it in this 13th place.
Oscar,
Schneider, Eichinger and Schumarin all have something against that.
Oscar, we know he's not the greatest racer on the road courses. I mean, I just mentioned the Neville-based race from the Cup Series. Oh, here we go. And Oscar, yeah, commentator's curse from its finest, I guess.
I think you're getting banned again after that.
Oh no, not again.
You caused that. Only losing one position though. Only Schneider going through.
It wasn't on purpose, Oscar.
And you can immediately see how Schneider manages to pull a little gap on Kochnetsky. Luginbühl apparently parked the car in the last corner. That is a little bit weird. Don't know why.
I can see it. He is not moving at all right now.
Ah, he's just standing there and enjoying the view.
Maybe some technical issues for the...
Oh, another thing, we
67?
have a fight for P4. Sorry for the interruption. Johnson looking very aggressive against Peschal now. Tried it around the outside over the start and finish straight, but couldn't do it there.
Thanks, Jamie. 3 scouts for that. Good thing I'm not racing, and you can't really hang out a penalty for a commentator. So, try it. Try me. Yeah, Johnson might not be happier after losing the place. 2 places, but one for McCloskey and one for Pachal. After that moment on the into turn 5. By the way, interesting.
It's important.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Go ahead.
No, talk about that. I wanted to change the topic.
Yeah, it's very important now for Johnson to just stay calm after such a contact. Keep your head focused on the race and don't do stupid mistakes. And we have Jake McCloskey in the pits.
I wanted to say he just hit his first 15 times, and he couldn't really get out of it. Well, now he's trying to do the undercut. And Luginbühl, by the way, is running again. So.
Oh, that's good news. No, you jinxed it again. He is in the tire barrier.
Oh, come on! What the hell?
That's another 3 scouts for you.
There's no way. Every time I called someone out for running again, no, he didn't hit the tires, he just spun. That is unbelievable! No. What kind of commentator's curse is on me? I
No,
also
what
called,
else?
yeah, I also called
Who
out
else
McCloskey
has a good run?
I also called out McCloskey for making the undercut. So maybe that is not gonna work either. By the way, he came out right before Oscar's train, which is now Schneider's train. That was a lucky. He did not want. Oh, we have the 88 around Lloyd Perry. Yeah, that is the wrong way. That is the wrong way around. Lost it over the hill. Turn 2. Oh no, it's the dip. Yeah, it's the deadly dip. I think that is my new nickname for that section.
That's a great name. I'm not quite sure if Jake McCloskey can he do it on just one stop, or do we have a 2-stop race here?
I believe we see a two-stopper. And Lugenbühl is into pits. He reset it. There's no actual way. I just said he didn't hit the tire barriers. And now he hit the freaking tire barrier. There is no way. What is wrong with me today? I just don't say anything about anyone anymore.
What do you say about this nice fight we have still going on with Schneider, Kocznitsky, Eichinger, and Schumarin? Oh, Jake McCloskey! Goodness gracious!
I told her. I just said that he makes the undercut happen, and now he makes a mistake. There's no way. No, that can't be possible. 3 commentators curses in a row.
That was the deadly dip again. The rear stepping out and then trying to catch it, but was too late. Lucky he didn't hit anything, but that cost a lot of time, and yeah, more importantly, it cost a lot of his new tires.
Yeah, that could destroy the shot. That could destroy the undercut there.
Absolutely, maybe even cost him the position again to Peschal and Johnson. And with all the others running longer and maybe do it on one stop, it can get very difficult for McCloskey now. That could hit fire back very hard.
I may be wrong about this, but I think he tried something similar at Naval Base. I'm not sure though. I think he pitted right on the edge of the fuel limit, and then just went for it and tried it. Didn't quite work out there. The tire wear was too high. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it will work here at Sonoma.
It gets harder now with that spin, that's for sure.
Ended up on P16 now. Trying to get back, but he is past the train.
Yeah, that's the biggest pain. We said it before, he was very lucky to get ahead of the Schneider train, but now he is 4 seconds behind them. He will catch them pretty quickly, I assume. But then the overtaking can be another pain for him.
Well, the good thing the train got a little bit more separated, so that is a thing. Lugenbühl back out of the pits. I don't know what actually why he stayed there so long. Maybe to fix his damage. And Lugenbühl 2x. There's no actual way. I just stop talking about people. This can't be it. Every time I say
You're
something,
having a great run today.
5 times in a row. This is not possible. Yeah, he's back in the pits. Come on, like, what the hell?
You have an absolute amazing run with that, and we have the next car going into the pits. That is Nicholas Johnson. Yeah, he lost more time now recently to Peschal, so he will try to do the undercut as well. Will be interesting to see how he comes out against McCloskey.
McCloskey just entered the S's, going through, I believe, turn 10 to 11.
Honestly, Johnson should have quite a bit of an advantage against McCloskey now. He is in his pit stall. McCloskey now in the hairpin. Johnson driving again.
Yeah.
at the pit exit, or that could be close.
Nah.
Now he's out of the pits again. No,
McCluskey just...
isn't close.
No. There's a massive train now behind... Who is it? Behind the 57, Schneider. Oh,
And
McCluskey.
we have Loy going into the pits, the second place car.
Okay, now... We're not even halfway. That is interesting. Most of the times on those road courses, the INascar driver wait for halfway. But not this time, apparently. Oh, McCluskey's hopping there.
Wow, he's not happy with how his evening is going.
Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, he wants to get by those guys now. And yeah, he gets the first. Shumian just opens up. Doesn't want to be on his bad side.
Also, just for the completion, we have Lloyd Perry, the 88, in the pits as well, but he's already lapped. Steve Smith apparently in some issues, just making space for the faster cars while Lloyd is back out on the track.
Loy all the way down to P, I believe, yeah, P7. Behind Usotis. Burkhardt, that is a lap car, ignore that one. Yeah. Like I said, we just ignore Burkhardt, he's not in the picture right now. And we have the leader, Cheddarati, into the pits. So everyone pits around that time. What makes me think now, the long run of drivers like Loy wasn't that bad. That wasn't that good. So yeah, that could be an issue.
Yeah, I think Chadrati just reacts on Loy here. Britain in the pits as well. So they react on the other cars, but I'm not sure if they can drive that to the end with how bad the tires already were. They still have 31 laps remaining.
Lloyd Perry around. Exit of the S's. That is always a sketchy place to spin because the walls are just so close, but it was just a slight tap there on the rears. So maybe he got away with it. And McCluskey has front end damage. Or is it just me? No, his front end is damaged.
Not sure if there was some... If that comes from the contact with Johnson before.
No, that did not look that way. I'm going... Oh, could you try to find what happened?
I will try to find it.
That front end didn't look that bad earlier.
Was it? Oh yeah, it was in lap 24. He hit Stoklosa in turn 2 pretty hard. That gave him the front end damage.
Lap 24, you say? Here we go. We're on lap 24. Which corner around?
Turn 2.
Oh, there. Okay, yeah, I'd see that. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that could actually be quite painful now for McCluskey. Yeah, he has no front turning. You just saw him going off track there. Yeah,
I hope for him that the engine doesn't start to overheat.
Yeah, that is also something that can happen quite fast in those next gens. By the way, I have to call out some strategy calls here. Pachal still staying out. With him, Vanachen, Wilkins, and Usitis still did not pit. Right when I say that, Pachal goes into the pits. He still hit one.
Yeah,
he still hit 115.1 times. So
Rest still hits 116 times. I mean, Loy now had overall best lap with 113.6, coming closer to Chadrati again. But they will suffer in the end, while drivers like Wilkins, Van Aachen, Josotis, they will have great tires at the end of this race.
Exactly. Well, we may actually might see some strategy battling here going on.
And honestly, I don't see them doing 2 stops because the time you take to do a stop, that's just too long. You can't catch that up.
Yeah. And you can see Cheddarati is getting held up by quite the train here. Oh, now the train goes a little bit more chaotic. When Van Achen went off the track, Van Achen still did not pit. Cheddarati on the other hand did. So that was an important pass for the 777. What was actually for position.
Yeah, Cheddarati did the new best lap last time around, a 1:13.317.
And now Van Achen.
So he is quite in a hurry.
Josephus Van Achen into the pits.
Schumacher as well.
Wilkins staying out, but he's actually the cause of the train right in front of Cheddarati.
I mean, we are soon in the middle of the race. I think after this lap we have the middle of the race. So we can expect Wilkins in the pits soon as well, I assume.
Pretty sure he will go in this time, just because Cheddarati is closing in like he's on rails right now. Wilkins in a 1:17. Meanwhile, Cheddarati, even with the left lap traffic, easily hits a 1:15. Yeah, that is not gonna work long for Wilkins here. He needs to go in now.
Van Aachen came out in 14th position. I would say three quarter of a lap or 2/3 of a lap behind Cheddarati.
There we go. Wilkins into the pits. Last one to did not pit. No, actually not. Paramartin also did not pit. Same as Vicino, but those two are not really important for our conclusion here, I believe.
If I see it right, and Anthony Heitzma also didn't pit yet.
You're right. Currently P8.
Kocznitsky didn't pit. Schneider didn't pit.
P6, sorry.
Di Vicino, Burkhardt. So multiple cars still without a pit stop. But yeah, as you said, most of them not really part of the group that can fight for the top 5s, I would say. Tim the Honda around in the deadly dip.
The Honda?
The 802 car.
Didn't saw it actually on my program. Let's see. Yeah, just the deadly dip being the deadly dip again.
Yeah, nearly collecting McCloskey there, coming out of it.
Oh boy. Yeah, I heard him before I saw him, and yeah, that looked close. Where is our damaged car? He's currently on P6, sorry. And trying to make up the time. But sooner or later he has to deal with some old friends again.
And now we can see he is 7 seconds behind Peschal and Johnson. Johnson, meanwhile, got the position back against Peschal. But those two are still fighting.
Oh yeah, these two just can't get away from each other. At least Johnson got in front of Peschal again, but Peschal may not be happy about this. Meanwhile, the gap between Loy and Cheddarati is staying around steady, I would say. Booker just gone for a little rally cross there to let those two guys by. That was like the biggest "I don't want to be in your way" I've ever seen.
Yeah, also Cheddarati and Loy both still driving 1:14 times. Loy just a little bit slower with The rest all driving 115 or even slower lap times.
Also, McCloskey just bare and he's hitting his 115s again, but he hit 114s earlier. So yeah, his damage it actually shows. Oh, rear lock for Johnson there. Almost side by side into the deadly dip.
Closing the gap quite aggressively again.
Burkhardt around. Able to stay to keep it though. Heitzma still did not pit. Same for Paramartin. So we have some big gamblers out there.
They will have great tires in the end. But I just hope they don't wait until a caution comes out, because then they will have to wait quite long.
Yeah. That is a fact. Meanwhile, Kochnitsky on the bits. Just a tire, one lap down now officially.
Now McCloskey flying by Heitzma, but yeah, Heitzma still on the old tires. So no real challenge for McCloskey there.
Trying to limp his damaged car home. 7 seconds back to Pachal now. Yeah, that front end damage does not look good. You can see with the lap times he's trying to damage control his race currently, but yeah. That is how fast you can get from a winning car to a limping car. Yet again, these two. Oh, Vikino around, but also keeps it running. Meanwhile, these two. Do you think Johnson and Pachala are healthy for each other right now?
It sure doesn't help them that they are fighting. Losing more time. I don't think they would have had a chance against Chedrati or Loy anyway, so that would have been a fight for P3 always. But the bigger problem is McCloskey. If they bite too hard, use the tires up too soon, then McCloskey might be able to fight back. And now we have Heitzma in the pits finally, which leaves only Paramartin on his set of tires he started the race with.
Gonna be interesting what times he can, how fast he can catch anyone now. If he even can stay in the lead lap, because Chedarati, he is right now pretty close on the pit exit. Currently going into the hairpin. Heitzma now running again. Trying to get out of the pits as soon as possible. Oh, that might be close now. There he is right on the pit exit into turn 2. Question is, are new tires enough to keep Chedarati away? Because, yeah, Chedarati lining up the move to lap him. And Heitzma is letting it happen. Maybe waited a little bit too long there.
He also has 21 seconds to the car ahead of him, to Van Aachen. Not really seeing him catching that, even with the fresh tires, especially because Van Aachen also has rather new tires. He also was one of the guys stopping later. Wilkins as well. He is in 9th now. He is one to watch, I would say. 2 seconds behind Josotis for the moment. He still can get that top 5 result with a bit of luck.
But doesn't really hit the times he should do with new tires. 1:15.6, yeah, you can. That is not a time you can buy something with. And the crazy one still Para Martin. Somehow he still hits 116 times. With his original set of tires, that is insane tire preservement there.
That is really a great job from him. Big respect to that achievement he's doing here.
Yeah, but that achievement won't get him anywhere. I fear.
It might give him a good contract with the tire manufacturer.
Oh yeah,
But
Goodyear would love
that's
him.
it. Johnson in trouble. Johnson getting held up by Schumacher there in a lapping maneuver. Now it's Peschal going side by side again through the axis, and Peschal over the curbs can hold it on track. Wow, that was close.
Lots of contact there between those two. Yeah, that is not a healthy relationship between Johnson and Peschal right now. And now Peschal, maybe he wants to try to move in the hairpin.
I think he's a little bit too far behind. He would have to risk too much for now.
That was Harry there. That was quite dicey.
That was unlucky timing to hit the traffic for Johnson. Got hold up quite bad.
Let's see, I have to rewind manually because I can't see passes or something like that. Oh boy, that is how that happened. Almost a spin there for Johnson, and yeah, Peschal loves to see that. Immediately goes for it there. And these two are still together. Come on, guys. Oh, one part.
There was that Logan Buell?
Yes, it was Logan Buell again, letting them by. And Johnson, McCluskey able to quietly close the gap down to 6.8. So
yeah, the fight really didn't help them.
There may be a top 3 still in.
Tim de Hond around just before the S's, but no crash there.
Yeah, just our casual spin. Apparently combined
That's
with
one
an
way to check who is behind you by doing a spin.
Apparently combined with an 8-second corner cut penalty. For a spin, that is quite a while, to be honest. Oh, Vicino with a 2x. Where is he?
And now Para Martin is in for his stop. 36 laps. Or 35.
Oh, yeah.
On the set of tire.
Little contact there with the inside tire barrier. And the inside wall, but not really. Don't believe there was something. Yeah, that is crazy. He basically ran his whole fuel tank empty. Didn't really was a valuable strategy, but still running that long and still that consistent times. That says something about Para Martin here. I have to say, and that deserves some screen time. But let's get back to where the battles actually happen. And that is Johnson gegen Peschal versus Peschal.
Johnson can't get rid of the 27. The 27 stalking him like a shadow, but can't really get a move in or even try to. Oh, Johnson in the wall! Johnson in the wall, just as I said it. Well, now Peschal made a move and made it stick.
What? How did it even happen? Did he just... Oh, he hit the bump wrong. There was no contact with Peschal. Just hit the bump wrong and going around. Oh, yeah, Johnson
and now having quite some left side and front end damage.
Yeah.
That was a nasty hit into the wall, honestly.
Oh yeah, it may affect his car quite a lot. I don't know how iRacing handles brake cooling. To be honest, that is something I never really thought about. But yeah, look at this. Yeah, the sandling is not. It does not look like the car wants to stick anymore.
And again, that's great news for the 16 of Jake McCloskey.
Who closed the gap on
But yeah.
5.8 now.
But yeah, not the first little mistake from Johnson at this exact point. That's what also caused the contact with McCloskey earlier, because he made a mistake through that corner, though that was early on the curb and not on the exit with the bump.
But he is able to, at least for now, stay with Pachal. So, maybe... Nah, no. The S's are deadly for Johnson right now. You lose... If you lose... You just lost 2/10 there. Oh, and now Lugo almost going around in the hairpin. No, this car does not want to does not want to drive anymore.
In the wall again, just so slightly. But yeah, you said it. It's difficult to turn that car.
He may suffer wheel damage, I'm pretty sure.
And the problem that's coming with wheel damage is it uses the tires even more. Which, is everything but great news for Johnson here.
Yeah, that may be the end of the battle, and Pachal gets it as the winner. Not the end you wanted to see from that battle, but yeah. Sometimes it happens like that.
Yes, honestly, I'm happy that we only saw one car in the wall. There were times where I expected both of them going off.
Oh yeah. I can definitely see where this thought is coming from.
Now we have Kochanetsky defending, or try to defend against Paramartin. Just in that moment, the 68 finds a way past. He has very fresher tires than Kochanetsky, so shouldn't be that difficult. Stoklosa also in that fight as well. That's the fight for 12th position.
Meanwhile, Cheddarati.
Johnson in trouble. Johnson in big trouble there. He hit the wall and loses the position to McCloskey.
Oh yeah, there is the wheel damage, and yeah, the wheel damage caused him out going over the curb. That upset the car. He saved it off the wall, actually, and McCloskey just thanks, I guess, and waves him.
Just saw him drive away from the wall and thought he hit it, but yeah, great save. Though it cost him a lot of time. Similar to what we saw from McCloskey earlier.
I mean, let's be honest here, the only thing he prevented is another nail in the coffin of the car, who was the 99.
And I mean, Johnson now also drove very slowly through the S's. Because even though he didn't hit the tire barriers, the tires itself on the car didn't like that spin. They must be pretty hot right now.
Yeah, Johnson, he's actually able to somehow manage his front end damage, hitting consistent now 15 point times, 15.0 in the last, and is actually faster than Pachal, who hit a 15.2. Is it gonna be enough in the last 14 laps? Yeah, I doubt it, but maybe. You can hope.
But we also see is Johnson now driving really at the limit, so...
He wants to get that third place.
I'm not sure if that will pay out, driving that hard. Can also lead to more spins.
It can happen, yeah. Meanwhile, the the absolute dominator of today's race, Chatterati. Only once he got in trouble, but easily dealt with it with Aloy.
Yeah, he missed a bit the timing of the start, lost the position there, and needed some laps to get the lead back, but once he had that, it was just sailing into the distance.
I would say sunset, but we don't have headlights, so no sunset here. Maybe next time. I actually don't know the time of the Chicagoland race. I don't think it's a night race, though.
It is a night race.
It is?
Yeah, I think so.
That would be cool.
Or at least for us Europeans, I think it's at like 1 a.m., 2 a.m. So it must be a night race for the Americans.
If that's the starting time, that would, I can't watch it live. Dang it. It's always...
I'd wake up a little bit earlier and catch the final stage.
Yeah, I actually could do that, to be honest.
Good thing is when there is a rain delay, then it gets delayed that much that I can watch it on my way to work. That's always lovely.
Now Pachal has to deal with some lap traffic. Lloyd Perry getting lapped once more, and Van Achen is the next one who's actually still on the lead lap, but not for long.
Van Achen in 9th place. I think not the result he wished for, but still helps him increase that championship lead. His closest rivals are McCloskey and Wilkins in today's race. McCloskey in 4th, Paul Wilkins in 8th right now.
Well, McCloskey able to close in again a little bit. Van Achen didn't even try to fight it.
Yeah, McCloskey sure gets a bit closer in the points, but he's 38 points behind him, so it is helpful, but he needs a little bit more.
But here again with a big if that front end, okay, that was a weird angle. If the front end damage doesn't affect his tires more. Oh, that was a lockup from someone in front of McCloskey. Couldn't quite figure out who it was. McCloskey has to fight through a lot of lap traffic now. Somehow making it work though. I'm impressed that he can still manage that front end damage. Somehow.
And we are soon with just 10 laps remaining, and we still have 21 cars on the track, and Loy getting a little bit off track there. No harm done though.
Second place, alright. Right, Chastain, Loy. Just... yeah, not quite able to keep up on the long run, but easily being able to keep everyone else behind him.
I mean, even if he is slower than Pichal now, he still has a 21-second advantage. Yeah, he would have to lose 2 seconds per lap now in the last 10 laps. Don't really see that happen.
I mean, that would be a challenge to do. Oh boy! No, no, no! That was a warning for my commentator's curse today.
That would have been very, very great comedy if he crashed now. Not for Loy. I hope he finished second, but with your commentator curse today,
yeah, that would be a challenge to lose 2 seconds. And right when I said it, he goes around and got some kind of bad damage. Yeah, no, please. I cursed enough people today. On P3, we still have David Pachal. After that long battle with the Johnson and that one mistake from the 99, he was able to keep P3. and just trying to defend it against everyone who, defend it. Just trying to drive it home is the better wording, I guess.
The interesting thing is, Para Martin, even though he has the freshest tire, he doesn't really seem to be able to make them work. He still has to defend against Kochnitsky for that 12th position.
12. There. Yeah, that right now, that may be the closest battle on the track. If I see that one right. If we don't...
Yeah, they're only battle within a second.
If we don't count in lapping. Yeah, if nothing else happens, that may be one of the easiest drives Tedderati had at this point to the finish line.
That would be very good points for him.
Oh, 100%. He just needs to survive the deadly dip 7 more times. Definitely the one spot we saw most cars around today on their own.
Would also be very helpful for Chedrati in the chase standings, as he's 15th in the moment, 12 points to the good. With a win, he could really make his place more stable in the chase standing.
Yeah. And he won quite a couple of races in the last... didn't he? Right?
No, he actually didn't win a race yet. He had 5 top 5s, but no race win so far.
Huh, okay. Well, that is an... it's something else in mind, I guess. Yeah, okay, yeah.
I mean, he was fighting a lot for the wins, but never got them.
Wanted to say he was close quite some time, didn't he? But yeah, now maybe today he gets his first. Just 7 laps to go for the 777. And McCloskey is officially losing on Pachal. His tires are done for the day. But now he's slowly getting back into getting catched by Johnson again.
Johnson is closing in pretty good. 1.7 is now only behind McCloskey. Maybe we see a rematch here between those two. They had some contact earlier, so not sure how happy Johnson is, or if he already forgot about that one.
I mean, if there might be a situation where Johnson gets behind McCloskey in the hairpin, I wouldn't be surprised if there would be a little bit more contact than there's usual.
Maybe a little bit giving the love back. They still have 6 laps to do so.
Especially now when McCloskey has a lot of lapped cars in front of him, that would be the perfect... I don't want to say revenge time. Giving the back the favor suits it better.
Yeah, if he would do like full revenge, I think that would backfire massively. As I still think the first contact was more of a racing incident, but it's always hard to judge that if you're inside the car and only have your point of view.
Especially if you have a whole race where that view can brew up to a whole new opinion.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, never smart to do payback in the same race, honestly. Just first watch how the situation actually was, and if you still want to do payback, well, you shouldn't do it, but
yeah, we just leave it
maybe
there. We just leave it with you don't do it at all.
Yeah, don't do it.
We never done it.
Ah, surely not.
Maybe driving a little bit more aggressive than maybe sometimes it needs to be, but that's not payback, isn't it? Oh boy, Pet,
Oi.
no, be careful, Johnson.
That was close. I just wanted to say very good for Johnson to get by Schneider as well, but
He doesn't.
nope.
Schneider closes the door.
That's very good for McCluskey,
Yeah, but now.
getting some time back.
Oh, be careful with those rear locks. Johnson had a lot of problems with those up the hill. 5 laps to go. Almost 7. No, almost 4 laps to go. No, someone around? Was there someone around? Just heard car go very, very slow.
Don't see anything.
No, I don't either. Huh. I thought, but no. Apparently not. There's Oscar in front of Johnson now. In front of Johnson. McCluskey got by him. No, he didn't. Well, no. Oh, Stocklosa around in the SS. Not moving currently. Oh, that is a weird spot to get loose. Oh boy, and the dangerous spot to keep it parked. Come on, don't do that like that. Don't do it like that. Just roll a little bit in front. Oh, that is.
Good that nothing worse happened.
Yeah, that is not an ideal spot. Maybe his car was off. I don't know. And
But,
now
I would say the fight between McCluskey and Johnson now really is back on.
oh yeah, it is. And Johnson just can't get by Kuczynski. Oh,
Yeah,
no,
that
Johnson
was too
around!
aggressive. That was too aggressive, and yeah, even though he will not lose a position to Britain, that's it with the fight for P4. If McCluskey doesn't do a mistake, that's over for Nicholas Johnson.
Yeah, that was quite an aggressive dive there. Braked very much too late, I believe.
Yeah, just too late on the brakes. Rear coming, or rear getting loose, he loses it, and then that's it.
Yeah,
Bit too early, in my opinion. He still would have had 3 more laps after that one. I can understand it if you do it in the last lap, if you try everything, but 4 laps to go, maybe not that aggressive. Aggressive, yes, but yeah.
yeah. Like I said, I noticed that earlier. He had a lot of rear lock-in, so yeah, that may be just the finishing blow. That may be just the finishing blow for that rear locking situation from Johnson. And McCluskey may be the happiest about all of that. Two laps to go now, and Cheddarati, untouchable. Just 1.5 more laps to survive. Yeah, that should be possible for the 777. Who, by the way, was now actually unbelievably for me. He still had hits 114 times, even though he has a lot of lap traffic around him.
Chadrati today, simply unbeatable. Can't say it otherwise. 11 seconds now the advantage to Loy. So, yeah, very deserved win for him. He still has 1 lap to go, so I hope I didn't curse him as he enters the last lap right now.
No, the commentator's curse is my thing today. Yes, 1 more lap to go for Cheddarati. Going onto cockpit view here one last time through the deadly dip. over the hill. Into turn 5. Turn 6. No problems. That car looks like it just wants to be there. I think I didn't saw anyone else having that less problem. Even over the curbs, nothing. He just knows how to drive it. Through the S's. Yeah, don't. He doesn't even need to lap the car in front now.
That would be just brutal. Let him enjoy that one more lap.
And checkered flag. Cederati. Nicolo Cederati will win at Sonoma with an absolute dominant drive today. And still a 114.
Absolutely amazing. And Christian Gilloy coming in second place, crossing the line just now. Also, great drive from him, even though the first stint didn't look that great on the tires. He made it work, got second place. I think that's the maximum he could have achieved today. Same can be said about David Peschal in third place. Jack McCloskey, he for sure could have placed at least one position better. He will take the flag in fourth position. And rounding out our top 5 will be Nicholas Johnson, the 99, with a very eventful race for him.
First of all, of course, Jack McCloskey makes P4 just over the line, and there we go. Nicholas Johnson over the line, finishing it in P5. You're right on that.
And as last car, Andrei Shumarin in 15 takes the flag, so that's every car through. We have 21 finishers out of 24 starter. That's a pretty good vote, to be honest.
Yeah, not arguing with that. Give me a second. Nicolo Cederati, if you want a great race, congratulations on that finish. If you want to come up to the commentary booth, you can most likely do. Yeah, he deserved that, but those burnouts, definitely. Oh, he's still not done. No, still has enough rubber left. Driving backwards into the pits, that is a new one. And he...
Let's hope he doesn't get disqualified.
Nah, he left already. And that would be not the finish you want to have.
That would be quite a comedy.
Yeah, for us, not for him, I believe.
Nah, he wouldn't be that happy. But yes, that's the last road course in the books for this season. So for the rest of the season, we will only see ovals again. And I think next week will be the time for Jack Mays to strike back. I mean, he currently has a average finish of 2.8, so I expect him to be in a mix for the win again.
A lot of people who were absent doing the road courses are back on an oval, so let's just hope we get some good old oval racing in.
Yeah, and let's hope that we don't see a car that was absent on the road courses as well. And yes, I'm speaking of the pace car. Last oval we drove wasn't
We had a lot
Wasn't
of
that good? Yes, that's one way to say it.
By the way, thanks, Peter, for that compliment. Great job, guys. Thanks for the commentary while I raced.
Just I can't speak anymore. Now we have the new points table, and it's still Kurt van Aachen in the lead. Jack Mays still in second place, even though he didn't drove today. Jack McCloskey with his win moves to third place. Then it's Peter Smetana in fourth and Paul Wilkins in fifth. The winner Nicola Cedrati moves up from 15th to 14th position. But that means he has a healthy lead to the chase cutoff line now.
Well, Cedrati may not be able to come into the commentary booth, so no post-race interview. Was fun to watch that race. Some good fights, dominant drive here. Any last words from you?
Yeah, it sure was better than we hoped, I would say, and in the end I think we are also both very happy to go back on an oval with hopefully a little bit of a bigger starting grid for that next race.
Oh, definitely. Be sure to turn in next time. Chicagoland, same starting time. Be sure to be there. Gonna be a good one. I can already feel it.
Yeah, have a great evening, rest of the evening, guys, and hopefully see you